hold the head up. It's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Dave, there's another interesting story in there. It's in my second book.
Yeah.
That he would be able to talk about, and it's what I call the Battle of Echo Alley, where there was 19 bikies or 20 bikies versus Mel and about 4 other blokes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Let Mel tell you about that. It's a great story.
Well, it goes back a few years. It was the renegade bikies were pretty rough and tough around Redcliffe, and everyone sort of feared the bikies. I just happened to be working at the Moreton Bay Hotel in the lounge room at the disco, and as you come out of the disco, just right beside it was the main bar. The renegade bikies were all in the main bar. I stepped out the back door, or the side door, and there's 2 bikies onto a young bloke on the ground, so I pulled one off and I just said, mate, 1 onto 1 while I'm around. Anyway, the young fellow was a worm digger that used to dig for bunga, and young Tony Stringer, and he's only 15 years old. So I pulled this other bloke off him. I said, hey, piss off, mate. I said, he's only a kid. Next thing I looked up and the door of the bar was open and the bikie started streaming out. Well, that night, and it's never happened before and it's never happened again, but on that night, probably 6 of the toughest blokes out of Redcliffe happened to be at the Moreton Bay in the disco that night. There was myself, Desi Sykes, Bunga Johnson, Steffi Hatfield, Chris Murray and Jeffrey Pimenta. Mate, and they were tough men. I stuck my head back in the door. I said, hey fellas, I need a hand. Well, we scrambled out. Well, I don't know, 20 or 30 bikies, I can't remember, but I tell you what, the coppers pulled up at Echo Alley one end, they pulled up at the other end and let us go. And I think we had 9 out cold and about another 4 or 5 sitting on the ground not wanting to move, and the rest had pissed off. But the funny part about it was Irish, Chris Murray, he's mad as a meat hand, he was. He just mad. Quick head count of my boys and turned around, well my boys, I call them because I was there, but they weren't my boys. Quick head count and we're all there by Irish. And all of a sudden you could hear this, whoa! It sounded like, holy crap. Because the last time I seen Irish, he had the biggest bikie with the biggest beard, and he was huge compared to Irish. We took off down Sutton Street. Down we go, kept going, and whoa! We got down to the bottom in the lagoon, and he's Irish, got this bikie, and he's trying to drown him. He's pushing him underwater, and he's holding his head down. He'd pull him up, and it's the bikie yelling out, not Irish. Help! And he'd push him down again. Irish, fucking let him go, we have to get out of here. No, fuck him, he should all kill him. Yeah, it was a bit of a... But anyway, we never had any trouble with the renegades from that night on.
Okay, Mr. Chalner, well, it's a pleasure to have met you. Can you do me a favour? I know this is a bit weird, like Bunga did this a couple times and so did Marky, but just with your hands out here, just give me a little bit of that.
Oh, mate.
No, it doesn't have to be much, just a little bit. Yeah.
And I'm not doing